Good afternoon, Fearless. Couple of comments about your statement. Yes, I wholly agree. You'll note I'm white, and I think a little different than maybe some other people do. First of all, I don't like racism any more than you do, and I have to agree with you 2,000%. Rush Limbaugh is a pure, out-and-out racist. As for the fact that people are going to throw compliment or insults at Obama and criticisms, yes, but you know what? I feel more comfortable having Barack Obama in the White House than I have for the last 30 years in presidential politics. I honestly believe that man, now hold it, I said that word man, not black man, not white man, not Indian, not Chinese, that man earned his place in the White House and deserves our respect and deserves an opportunity to do what he feels this nation's dream is, and to pass health care is a major goal of his. And you know, the Republicans are fighting like squalling like crybabies because you know this is going to bust up a lot of their big campaign money and the insurance company money that they're filling their pockets with, and they don't like that. Well, you know, the president was right when he said that we need to look past all the scare tactics that the Republican Party and the National Chamber of Commerce are throwing up in our face and look toward what this country needs. Yeah, our economy's in a rough shape, and it's because of big banking. That's my belief. Everyone's entitled to their own. But you know, you speak so much, Mr. Fearless, about racism, and racism doesn't need to be. Racism is in the heart of people who are ignorant, who don't stop and allow their fellow man to prove his total worth and to prove his decency and dignity. They'd rather class an entire race as no good or alike, and that's not the case. And you know, racism is just as alive in each and every ethnic area, whether it be Chinese, Indian, white, African American, wherever it's found. It's found, and it's alive in all human beings, not just the white, not just the black, not any race in particular. But it's something that we need to teach our children from the earliest stages of concept and development, that though their skin color is different does not mean that they're any part inferior or any part less an American than we are. And when we realize that, and when we honestly step back and look at our fellow man with the intent of finding what good he has for America, then I think that we can live in a little more comfortable setting. And you know, as far as the day where one becomes a minority or whatever, when that day comes, I'm still going to look for the person in politics that I think is going to do the better job, regardless of their race. I firmly believe, as I said, that President Obama is the man for the job, and I think he's gone leaps and bounds above any president we've had. How many other presidents have gone to the extent he has to keep in touch with the American people once they've been elected? You didn't see George Bush during town hall meetings for a year later. You didn't see it even in Bill Clinton. Yeah, you know, this man cares. This man deeply cares. And he doesn't need the obstacle of racism in his face. It's here, but any man worth his salt is going to work real hard to make sure that it doesn't stay there in his home or in his family or in his beliefs. You can overcome things like this. Communities and nations can thrive and put racism aside. It's always going to be an ugly thing that shows its head, but racism proves ignorance. That's all it proves. As I once said before, we belong to one race. It's called Human. Human. We are all human beings, each of us with our own idiosyncrasies and faults. But if we look to the good in each other, we can find that which is common toward building America to be the world's melting pot as it was intended by our great forefathers, and to make it the most productive and good nation in the world. Thank you for your comments, Mr. Fearless, and I hope you take mine into consideration. You have a wonderful day, sir. Goodbye.